This ain't your mama's racing stream.
This is VRN, your trusted leader in e-motorsports.
Hey, welcome Vigilante Nation to Season 13 of the Vigilante Racing League's Premiere Series. This is the Vigilante Racing Network coming to you live from virtual Brooklyn, Michigan for tonight's race at Michigan International Speedway. My name is Alan Vaught, and I'll be bringing you all of the excitement and racing action here tonight. And I also want to wish a hearty, happy Veterans Day, belated by one day, to everybody out there listening to us. We do have some special commemorates and everything tonight for our veterans, active duty, and current service members. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I'm going to give you some session details right now before we get started for tonight's race. All right, folks. So Michigan International is going to be 85 laps here tonight. That's 170 miles. The drivers are limited to 65% fuel capacity, and they do have 4 additional sets of tires across the wall. So 5 sets in total. This series does not have a fast repair, and the incident limit tonight is set to 25 and 6. As always, iRacing is controlling the cautions, the lucky dog, and the wave arounds. And championship points, hey, we have none right now. It's a brand new season, season 13, completing our 5th year of existence. Really happy to say that the core of our series has been with us the entirety of that 5 years. So it's been a tremendous success. And with that, we're going to jump over, see what these guys are doing on track. They should be in the qualifying session right now. And they are indeed. Right now, you're watching. It pops up here for me. Doesn't seem to be doing that. Yeah, a little bit of a gremlin right there already. So let's see if we can get the other things to work. Get some atmospherics. That's not working either. Well, see if I can get this fixed real quick while they're finishing up qualifying. Well, that's how it goes, folks. Gremlins, this thing was working fine right before the race started, and here we are now. It is not working. Yeah. Well, folks, we're going to get this race started here, and then I'm going to get your overlays fixed. Apparently, it just expired on us. We're not going to be able to really race without that. So, as we see everybody getting gridded up here. As I mentioned, tonight's a special event. And of course, we had a little bit of agreement going here, but let's go ahead and get this started anyways. We're honoring our veterans, active duty, and former service members and the fallen tonight. You're going to see special paint schemes on here. But before before the engines roar here tonight and the race begins, VRL is going to pause to honor those whose courage and sacrifice made this moment and every moment of freedom possible. Yesterday was Veterans Day, a time of recognition. All of who have worn the uniform of our great nation. But here, as we remember the fallen as well, because whether it's Memorial Day or Veterans Day, the debt we owe to those who served, are serving, and especially to those who never came home is eternal. President Abraham Lincoln once said, "A nation that does not honor its heroes will not long endure." And here in VRL, we take those words to heart. We honor our heroes, not just in monuments and holidays, but with the moments like this, moments of silence, reflection, and gratitude. And as the trucks take an additional pace lap here tonight, let it be a lap of remembrance, a lap for every veteran who stood the watch so we could sleep in peace, a lap for every fallen warrior whose sacrifice echoes in the freedom we enjoy today. Let us stand together, united in respect, as we observe this moment of silence.
All right, man. Light you back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
On track, form up, keep it tight here, guys.
All right, man. Light you back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
All right, folks, I appreciate that. With that, that ends our moment of silence. And this is going to be a great race here tonight at Michigan International Speedway. If you didn't see any of these drivers on Monday, they had a really, really good race here Monday night. A lot of action, multiple groove track. Lights are out on top of the pace truck now, so we will be going green here. And I am trying to work the overlay issue in the background here, so you'll be able to see positions of your favorite driver. That should be up and running in just a few minutes. You'll see this pace truck dip off the track here in just a moment. I'm not able to give you your grid positions here right now, folks, but you can see that the 7 truck is up front there, along with 48. So that's Jack Dixon and Tim Pope. Tim's got the pole here tonight, and we'll get you through the field as soon as I have an opportunity. Flagman's going to control this start, though.
Green, green, green.
Like pretty clean, orderly start so far. Outside line, got a little bit of a slow start. That is going to be well clear. $789 into 47 are your top 3 right now. Really clean start at the moment. Almost got your overlays worked out, folks. Wouldn't you know it, tonight we're getting ready to go, and this subscription for the overlay expires, so I'm trying to work that in the background here. Seven's holding on that lead pretty good, and that's trying to challenge him pretty well. Looks like everybody's getting out of the turns clean. There's a lot of pack racing you're going to see here tonight. You also notice a little bit of an issue with sound. That's iRacing. That's not us. They know it's a glitch. They said they're working on it. Sounds like some of these trucks are pegging out around 10,000 RPMs. Caution's out. All right, let's see if we can get this to work now. Nope, not yet. All right, I think we got it figured out now, folks. Unfortunately, we got let's get involved in maybe Jonathan Osborne, and we'll have to back it up and see what happened with him. But here we go. Get a little over the shoulder action. Jonathan's there in that white truck on the bottom. Oh, Jonathan's just a victim right there. Looks like the 085. Greg Dobson just gets maybe a little help from the 17 there. Oh yeah, just gets nailed. Unfortunate, he had to jump to the pit. So no fast repairs here tonight. That's going to really hurt him. Back up front, Tim Pope and the 7 machine still holding the lead. Craig Goodenough is in second. Scott Roney is third. Mike Adamson's in fourth. And Dave Mayberry is in fifth position. And I apologize for that glitch at the beginning. As I mentioned, apparently the subscription expired after 1 year. At this moment tonight, right when we went live, because it was working just before that. But here we are. And you didn't get the starting grid. Let's see if it'll pop up now. Not popping up yet. All right. Still having some issues here because of the way this went down. But at least most of the features are working. I'm just not able to really show you anything on screen. Lights are out on top of the pace truck, so we should be going green here. Starts me controlled by that 7 machine on the outside. Once he hits the restart zone, he can launch at any point. He's in there now, and there we go. Gets a really good launch on the outside line. 7 does the tempo. Craig Goodenough's on the inside. Anticipated it pretty well. He's going to fall into second with Mike Adamson in the 3rd position, closely followed by Scott Roney. Guys getting up to the high line pretty quick. Got 34 trucks in this field tonight. Good size. New season, season 13. Be pretty awesome. This is a straight point season. No playoffs for this one. 13 races involved this season. Make sure you guys tune in. You see Craig good enough trying to get underneath the 88 machine there. He was in second. 88 got around his outside, trying to effect that pass there. You can see now the 88 is going to be able to draft with the 7. They're likely going to gain momentum. It can be tough sledding on the inside if you're down there for too long, not able to track out to the wall, so you using more of your tires up than you want to. Doing a great job though here. Very precise control of their vehicles. We'll see if that lasts as they get into the tire run. '88 going for the outside line here. He's going to take over the lead, looking to take it away from number 7. Mike Adamson to the point. We'll see if he can complete the pass. He's also going to be challenged by the 89 here. Really a fight here at the front. It's tough to get around because the draft is so strong. Once you get around them, it doesn't mean you're going to get away from it. Actually, the chase car gets a little bit of a bump. As far as speed's concerned. As much as these two guys at the front are fighting them, it's kind of surprising that Craig hasn't already tried to make a play for one or both of these positions. As you see Kelly Kill reaching into the background there, or coming up in the background. 123 down there on the apron. Don't know if he had an issue. Looks like something must have happened with him. Chandler Paul and Andy Player. Andy Player and Chandler Paul jumped to the pit, so something that must have happened off the racing line. The 88 now is firmly in control of the front here. I say that, and the 7 ducks up underneath him. Get 89 in the 01 racing pretty hard there. All right, while we got this opportunity, we're going to kind of look through these trucks here and see what kind of veteran schemes we have for this auto race for Veterans Day. You see the USO Budweiser machine by Mike Adamson. Head on back here a little bit. Got a Bass Pro Shops tribute by Craig Goodenough, the 89 machine. Dave Mayberry's running a tribute scheme. Let's see if I can get a better look at it here. At 29, it's like U.S. Air Force. Got Albert Anderson in the 99, America's driver, driving the 99 Freedom machine here tonight. Let's talk about our veterans for a second. So within VRL, we do have 4 veterans in our field. And I'm going to give you their numbers and their names. Let's talk about them just for a second. So we got the 92 machine of Greg Klein, the number 31 of Scott Milner, and the 82 of Mike Everidge. And finally, the 12 of John Schulbacher. All these guys are veterans. We'll start off with Greg Klein. Greg Klein was a Navy vet of 4 years. He was an SDG-3 involved in the first Gulf War, so Desert Storm in the early 90s. Scott Milner was a 3-year Army veteran. After completing his service in the Army, he's also served 30 years in the FAA, so more public service for Scott. We thank you for that, Scott. Mike Everidge, the 82 machine, he did 4 years in the Army and another 4 years in the reserves. He was part of a 100 volunteer rescue team that went down and participated in the 1985 volcano in Colombia incident, the Nevada del Ruiz. And then finally, the 12 machine of John Schulbacher. He was a 2146 MOS tank mechanic, and he served 5 years in the United States Marine Corps, also involved in Desert Storm. So our VRL family salutes all of our veterans, and we salute these guys on track tonight, and we appreciate that they race with us. So nothing changed while we were talking about our vets. Michael Adamson still has the lead here. Tim Pope's in second. Craig Goodenough third. Scott Roney holding down that fourth position. You got Dave Mayberry, who says this is his favorite track, is riding in fifth right now. Albert Anderson sixth. Dylan Bryant's in seventh. Kelly Kills in eighth position. Andrew Cawthon's ninth. John McAdams running in 10th position. Stoney Benfield 11th. Michael Everidge, he's running 12th right now. Aaron Warren's in 13th. Deion Jones is 15th. Actually just passing Russ Kilgore. Russ Kilgore's in 15th. Chris Gomes in that is running, and number one machine's running 16th right now. Jacob Alicia, new to this series in the 17 machine, is 17th right now. We also have an onboard camera with him tonight. I'll go through those in a moment. Got Greg Klein running 18th. Scott Milner 19th. Chris Warren's in the 14th position. 20th position. Up 14 spots from where he began. Shaw McDonald's in 21st. 22nd is George Rincon, the 28 machine. Got Jesse Redding in the 721 is running 23rd. John Schulbacher right there in the 12 1-800 Marines machine, 24th position. Jack Dixon is in 25th. Got Tom Barish is in 26th position. Kyle Vaught, don't know what happened. He's a little bit off the pace here, running 27th. Greg Dobson is in 28th. Austin Paul's in 29th. Trevor Robertson's on pit lane, obviously involved in an incident, probably making those repairs. Don Gallagher's back out on track running 31st. Andrew Player, looks like he's trying to drive away. He's not able to. Spinning his tires there. He's in 33rd right now. And then Jonathan Osborne is already out of the race. Up front, Tim Pope has reasserted himself, taking the lead with Mike Adamson second. Greg Goodenough third. That's this three-truck breakaway you see here. Next up will be Albert leading the rest of them like the Pied Piper. Closely followed by Kelly Kill and Scott Roney. See if I can give you a little crank it up segment here for a minute, folks. And we do have some more information on your veterans coming up, so don't go away. All right, folks. There's your Crank It Up segment there. Hope you enjoyed that. I know the sound is not as nice and pleasant as it usually is, but still good to hear some loud noises. Now you have Dylan Bryant's in first position. That 51 machine. Actually, I do not think this is correct. I'm having so many issues tonight. I apologize. It's overlays. It's telling me these guys are running 12th, 13th, and 14th. And maybe they are. But I'm trying to confirm for you, so I'll have to pull up iRacing to do that. Yeah, so this is correct. They must have had a pit stop in there while we were doing the Crank It Up segment. So here's your leaders. Dylan Bryant and John McAdams second. Third, you have Chris Warren, and now you have others on pit lane. Jacob Alicia, Stoney Benfield, Aaron Warren, Mike Everidge, Jack Dixon, George Rincon, Deion Jones. Yeah, I see you in the chat there, Lloyd. We're going to go through the paints. I'm just going to have to give up on this overlay. You guys, I'm going to have to just read out where people are running because the overlay just will not come on tonight. The only way it would reset was if I went completely out of the broadcast, but then you guys would lose connection. So we'll just have to live with this. Your leader, Dylan Bryant, McAdam, and Chris Warner on pit lane now. So Tim Pope, Craig Goodenough, and Mike Adelson should take over the lead here, and they are out at really good ways. You can see I'm looking at the back end of this trio. Next truck is Kelly Keel behind them, leading Albert Anderson, Andrew Cawthon, Scott Roney, Chris Gomes. Chris Gomes a little ways back, actually, so got this fight right here between Roney and the 10 machine. With Albert Anderson and the Freedom machine right forward of him, and Kelly Keel. Now, these trucks, if they line up, they might be able to get some momentum. If they don't fight each other, go back up here and catch this front trio. And their tires just a bit newer. From Kelly, maybe looking to set sail, go up here and catch these front trio. We're taking a look at the Freedom Machine 99 machine here of Albert Anderson right now. I want to shout out Albert's son, Austin. Austin is a sergeant in the United States Army right now on active duty. And Albert also has an uncle, and both of his grandfathers are retired Navy. So I guess my only question for Albert is, why is your son not in the Navy, man? Navy's awesome. No, seriously, no, I'm an Army brat myself, and we really appreciate you, and thank you for your service, Austin, wherever you are right now out in the world. Austin Anderson, Albert's son. As he's being challenged right now by the 023 machine. 023 is really fast tonight. Scott Roney running in fifth, looking to take over that fourth spot with the 10 right behind him of Andrew Cawthon. We're going to go a little deeper in the field here. We're gonna check out this Navy machine, the 47 of John McAdam. See if we can get a front look at John's truck here. There you see John's windshield banner there shouting out his father, Timothy McAdam, U.S. Navy. So thank you, Tim McAdam, for your service, sir. If you're out there listening, John's honoring you with a windshield banner here tonight with a nice looking U.S. Navy paint scheme. Additionally, let's take a look at the one machine of Chris Gomes. Chris is honoring a Corporal Michael Bowers, U.S. Army, which is his best friend, wearing his banner in honor of his service there tonight. Now we're going to go on board with the 721 machine of Jesse Redding. Jesse Redding is honoring Sergeant Jeff Redding, U.S. Marine Corps. This is his father he's honoring tonight with the windshield banner in honor of Veterans Day. So thank you for your service, Sergeant Jeff Redding. Go back up front here, folks, and look at this battle for the lead. You got Tim Pope, Craig Goodenough, and Mike Adamson. They just cannot seem to get away from each other. As Tim Pope is back out in front, momentarily Craig had the lead. These guys just kind of doing the lazy Susan around each other, taking us back and forth. So it's maybe a battle we see right to the very end of this race. So while we have this up, I'm going to take a look at our onboard cameras. I'm going to start with the 01 machine of Kelly Kill. It was up there challenging. He was kind of up towards the front here, and he still is. He's in 7th position right now. That is not Kelly Kill right there. This is Kelly Kill. So he got his onboard there. He got triple screens and an information screen up above. You can see Kelly on track on the left-hand side there in that green monster machine. Having a good run. He's up 3 spots from where he began and qualified 10th. Currently running 7th, right there behind Scott Roney, which will be the next truck that we have up. So he's on board with Scott Roney, just in front of Kelly Kill. And we have one of our brothers to the north here, 085 of Greg Dobson. Next up, we have Jacob Alicia. Find where he's running right now. Jacob is in the 17 truck, running 9th. Got us a good clear onboard camera of him tonight. Like he's running a G920 setup. I ran that for years. Love that setup. And with the manual shifter. Taking a look off the from right there behind Jacobs. He got quite a few trucks there in front of him. Dylan Bryant, Kelly Kill, Scott Roney. He's looking to overtake here. Like the 123 machine still suffering from some damage running down there on the apron. Next truck we'll take a look at is going to be Andrew Cawthon. He has over the right-hand shoulder look of his triple screen setup. Currently running in the 4th position, up 14 positions from where he began the night. Next up, we're going to have Andy Player, and Andy's unfortunately looks like he's spectating tonight, probably helping out his teammates at the moment. Unable to get anywhere. That machine's too damaged. Go back up front here for a moment. See if we get a word with Andy. And they got a new race team now. There he is, Apex Performance. Hey, Andy, it's Alan in the booth. You got me, buddy.
Hey, how we doing tonight?
All right. So, man, you're out early.
Yes,
what happened?
I was.
I didn't catch it on the broadcast because it didn't throw the caution.
So I got caught up in that first yellow flag where big wreck on the backstretch there, and I was coming into it. It did throw a caution real quick, so it was kind of one of those, how much do you try and slow up? And I called it out, tried to slow up, and started dodging to the low line, and car slid up right in front of me, and I ran right in the back of, I think, Aaron Paul, and it just destroyed my right front end of my night. So me and Osborne, too early out, so.
Oh, that's terrible, man. Well, hopefully here's the better luck going into the season. Long season, you got 2 drop weeks during this season. So yeah, so maybe you'll chalk this one up to that. That's unfortunate because you're always fast here.
Yeah, well, I'm still cheering on. We got a new team this season, so Team Tang is kind of taking a little bit of hiatus with Mr. Eaton taking a break from us, so we're going to miss him. But we got Mr. Dave Marenberry as part of the team this season, and we went from Team Tang to Apex Performance Esports. So we still kind of have that primate theme going on with the ape, and Dave's running really good up there tonight. Greg's running especially good enough for right now. I think he's up in the fight for the lead, maybe second place. So boys are running strong without me tonight, so happy to see them both do well, and hopefully they get a couple of podium finishes.
Yeah, he's up there right now battling pretty hard with the 88. But hey, man, I hate it. You're out, and hope to see you running up front next week.
All right, hopefully so. We'll talk to you soon, hopefully.
All right, man. Take care.
All right, thanks.
There, folks, we got a little explanation on what happened to the 13 machine. As we're watching this battle between Greg Goodenough and Mike Adamson, and since they're battling as hard as they are, kind of letting that 7 machine get away from them right there. You can see what the difference makes, as we get into this run and his tires get a little bit older. You put yourself into a position of having to make a hard choice. Do you battle for that position, or do you try to work together and get up there and battle that 7 machine? Looks like right now, maybe they're going to hit pit lane here. So we're catching them just in time to go on pit lane. All 3 of your leaders are in. They just completed across the line while they're on pit lane to start lap 46. We have other takers. Kelly Kill, Scott Roney, Kilgore, McDonald, Greg Klein, right there in that good-looking Navy machine. We'll find Kyle Vaught. Kyle Vaught should be hitting pit lane here soon. Right now, in fact. Got an onboard camera with Kyle tonight, too. He had a paint scheme dialed up for Veterans Day, but it didn't take. He had a glitch as well with his trading paints. All kinds of gremlins happening here tonight, folks. So while I'm thinking of it, we also want the broader VRL family. We want to recognize our active duty and family veterans who are not actually on track tonight. So first of all, Lori and my son and Kyle's brother, Brandon Vaught, in the U.S. Navy. We talked about Austin Anderson earlier, United States Army. That's Albert Anderson's son. Michael Bowers we talked about as well, United States Army. Jeff Redding, United States Marine Corps. And Tim McAdam again, United States Navy. I kind of talked about him. I had this graphic, but did not pull it up at the time. But thanks for being part of the family, extended family, folks, and thank you for your service. As Kyle Vaught's back out on track there, running with the 31 machine. It's not going to be for position there. Scott Milner. Their current leader, the 17 machine, Jacob Alicia. Jacob's really good on a long run. He's right there with Dylan Bryant. They were last on pit lane at 29 and 30 respectively. Expect to see them coming down pretty shortly here. Those trucks you see behind them right here, I've already made their pit service. And so '51's going for the position here over Jacob Alicia. Mike Everidge and George Rincon are now on pit lane. That's 3 wide here for this position. Dylan Bryant's now your leader. I see a question in the chat there about maybe some rear damage to the 17. Kind of have a far back camera view here, so I don't see any from this view. Looks like he's okay. See if we can look back from one of these other cameras we have on board. No damage on this side. It's looking okay. I don't see any issues with him. You're riding on board now with Jacob Alicia in the 17, running second. Now hitting pit lane. He was in 1 lap before Dylan Bryant. So we'll see if Dylan goes in this time. Looks like he's going in for sure. Going to get his service some fresh feel goods here as he completes lap 52. When he crosses the stripe here on pit lane, he will have completed lap 52. John McAdams right in there behind him, the 47 machine. Chris Warren, oh, getting a little slidey coming in there. And Jacob Alicia coming back on the track here. Getting back up to speed, having gone in 1 lap earlier. And with that cycle of pit stops, Tim Pope now reassumes the lead. So the top 3 drivers went in on lap 46. We're currently on 53. You had Albert Anderson went in 1 lap before they did. He's not that far behind these guys. He's looking to gain a little bit of track position there. And as we head back, we had some other drivers like Andrew Cawthon went in on lap 47, Chris Gomes 48. And the freshest tires right now up in your top 10 looks like it's going to be Jacob Alicia, the 17 machine, who's already up 11 positions for the night. And Jacob's looking like he's in really good position here to make some significant gains. If we have a caution in particular, he's going to be in the catbird seat probably. Having to take on board less fuel. So only 85 laps here tonight. We're already on lap 54. This is going pretty quick, folks. Go back up front. You're not missing much. Tim Pope is your leader. Great, good enough. That 89 machine is in second position. Right behind him, the 88 of Mike Adamson. A little further back, going when it turned now is the 99's America's driver, Albert Anderson. And look at this knot. This is Chris Gomes, Andrew Koth, and Scott Roney. You see the 10 machine out there getting a little bit of flighty. And you got the 01 sitting here licking his chops, looking for these guys to clean up whatever these guys leave down. May end up going up here and mixing up with them in a minute. Get back here and take a look at some of our other cameras as we're watching this. Riding on board right now with the 01. Looks like he's getting his little tail happy there in the 01 machine. He's not going to do that too much. He'll burn those tires up. Oh, as you see there, Andrew Cawthon looks like he didn't look like he hit the wall, but it was sparks coming off, so iRacing probably thought he touched it. Go back and take a look. Dave Mayberry here. Dave has an onboard camera looking over his right-hand shoulder here. Good looking setup. Dave was running up forward. He's down 7 spots from where he began. He started this race in 7th position, so I don't know if he might have had a little trouble on and off pit road one time. Looking to do a recovery ride here. Running 14th right now. Going back a little further. If we can find that 81 machine. Actually, I think Jonathan might. Is he back on track? I don't like it. Yeah, he's not. Back up front. So you got Tim Pope right now. He's out to a 0.72 lead, so not quite a second over Craig Goodenough in 2nd position. Him and Mike Adamson is still fighting this out. Let me switch over to the camera view. Take a look at Craig Goodenough. But Craig was nice enough. He gave us not only his onboard camera here tonight, but also a foot cam. Not much action on the foot cam at this place until he's going on and off pit lane, but additionally, he gave us a heart rate monitor. So you can see the highest he's had tonight is like a 92. So he's been pretty calm in the truck for this race. It's been clean and green from the start for the most part, but that doesn't mean it's going to stay for the rest of the way. He may get a little excited later on, but I saw him last week, heart rate jumping up to the 130s, 140. So that's significant. That's almost like running. It is running like zone 2 while he's sitting in his seat there. But tonight's been pretty cool and calm. Just keeping under 100 beats per minute. Just generally what you see out of Craig. Very just cool character. Racing out pretty tough right now with Mike Adamson. They're going to fight this all the way to the end, but it looks like Tim Pope has really got this race well in hand. If there's not a caution or a mistake by Tim, he's really in great shape here as we're coming to complete lap 62. Back here and take a look at 11th position. This is Greg Klein in the U.S. Navy machine. Greg gave us an onboard here tonight too. Sporting his USS Dale hat. That is a United States, now retired United States Navy cruiser. He said that was the one and only ship he served on. And I can appreciate cruiser life in the tin can Navy. I was on a cruiser as well. Really loved it. Small, tight-knit group. And he speaks fondly of it. So thank you for your service, Mr. Greg Klein, and on board the USS Dale. Back up for this battle. This just won't quit. This is second and third. Craig Goodenough and Mike Adamson. They should not be able to make it to the end of this race, so they got to get to lap 62, which they've already passed. If they pit at any point now, they will be able to make it to the end. Nobody else around them, just these two, staying right on top of each other. 1 second gap from Craig Goodenough up to Tim Pope. They all went in on the same lap, so they're on equal tires at the moment. The 88 dipping down the inside here. Craig Goodenough right up against the wall as he's entering. Trying to keep that momentum up. There's a little 180 mile an hour chess match here. As the run goes on, that outside line can become dominant because the inside truck's not able to. They can try to do a slide job, but they just can't quite get there, and they can't track out to maximize their speed coming off the corner either. Well, looking at these guys, let's do a quick run through the field to fourth position. You still got Jacob Alicia up 16 spots now. He's not that far behind these guys. There's about 2.8 seconds up to Mike Adamson from his position. Then you have Dylan Bryant, last season's champion, run the POW MIA truck scheme here. Really great looking there, Dylan. Appreciate you running that. Chris Goins in number one machines running in sixth position. Got Jack Dixon running a sacrifice and remembrance truck. Jack is one of our Canadian drivers, and the Canadians have Remembrance Day on the 11th of November, the same time we're having Veterans Day. But it all the same, they're remembering and honoring their veterans of their nation and our allies to the north. So I appreciate you running that paint scheme there, Jack. I'm sure your countrymen appreciate it as well. Nice looking paint scheme. As we have takers on pit lane right now, Mike Adamson, Dylan Bryant, Chris Goins, Andrew Cawthon in the 10 machine, John Schoenbachler. Now, Goodenough. Blinked, he's still on track, has not gone on the pit lane yet. 7 machine staying out as well, Tim Pope. Like Craig's going to go in. So this might be the play for Craig Goodenough and the 88. Their attempt to be able to gain on Tim Pope and maybe win this race with 68 laps complete of 85. Will Tim stay out? Here's the question as he makes his way down the backstretch. He's going in this time. I can hear it in his engine. If he gets it wound up. Looks like he's okay. Got Gavin out there in the chat saying 88's going to win it. Lori's saying also she thinks that Tim may have it tonight. Looks like he might, but we'll see how well these other guys, if they're able to make up that time. You lose about 1.5 seconds to maybe 2 seconds. As Jacob Alicia now has, Lori's got on the screen there. So anytime you see red text, that's Lori, the my wife and race admin. She does all that work for us. She'll put a message across the screen that she controls. Saying great start to the season here. She's absolutely right. We're watching Jacob Alicia run around here in that 17 machine. Currently, you're leading with Jack Dixon in second, Jesse Redding third, George Rincon in fourth. They were last in. Jesse Redding now making his way on pit lane. These guys were low 50s. Jacob Alicia, Jack Dixon went in on 52 and 53. Question is, how long are they going to stay out here? Jacob trying to, there's being passed by the 51. No, actually, yeah. 51 just went in at lap 67. So these are your current leaders, but running in 7th back here is Tim Pope. Brad good enough right here and was not able to overtake him, but Mike Adamson was. You see Mike Adamson trying to run away from Tim Pope right now, getting around the 99 Freedom truck of Albert Anderson. Craig is, looks like he's about 2nd behind Albert Anderson. If I go up here to Tim Pope, Tim is only, he's right there on him. He's on him, and he's going to have slightly fresher tires by at least a lap. Let me see how many. It's like 1 lap. There was 1 lap difference between these guys on their tires. This is going to be a battle right here. It does have the advantage of the draft here, as they're making their way past Russ Kilgore, the 2 machine. Down to the final laps here, folks. We're closing in, about 12 to go. 7's making his move to the inside here. So these guys are not the leaders, but the ones in front of him, Chris Warren, George Rincon, and Jack Dixon, all have yet to make their final stops, as George Rincon is now on pit lane. That's the first domino to fall. Got Jack Dixon coming around. He may be hitting pit lane right here. Not this time. Everybody except for Jack Dixon has been in, as far as your top runners are concerned. You see the 7 was able to get around the 88. Mike Addison's falling in line there, hoping to draft up on him, maybe be there at the end. It'll be pretty tough though. And at a lap deficit, it doesn't sound like much, but at a track like this, tire management is so paramount. That 1 lap difference, and depending on how hard Mike Adamson ran those tires coming out of pit lane to try and gain an advantage on the 7, can make all the difference. You see, he's not lost touch though. Mike Adamson's right there, as well as Craig Goodenough. Craig is now in the picture, catching back up to these guys, having got around Albert Anderson for 5th, actually for 4th. Albert's in 5th now. Jack Dixon's on pit lane, so these guys will assume the lead right now. Dixon's getting service as they're passing him now to take over that lead. But Mike Adamson may have been playing a bit of strategic there, not wanting to really fight the 7, trying to stay in touch and be there, potentially pass him on the last remaining laps. But he's about to have some company from Craig Goodenough and a challenge. All 3 of these trucks have been all over each other for the entire race. Kind of going through the field again. We have Tim Pope as your leader. We're under 10 to go. Mike Adamson is running in 2nd. Craig Goodenough in 3rd. Jacob Alicia is going to be a little ways back here in the 5th position at 17 machine. They got Dylan Bryant running 6th. Andrew Koth in 7th, closely followed by Chris Gomes right there in the 1 machine. And Scott Ronan at 023. He's in a battle right now with Kelly Kill for that 9th position. Kelly is running right behind him in 10th. And John McAdam in the 47 Navy machine, running 11th. And another Navy machine right behind him of Greg Klein. And Jesse Redding in that 721 truck. Again, Jesse Redding is running the banner for his father, Sergeant Jeff Redding. Jesse's in 14th position right now. Yeah, Stoney Benfield. He's running in 15th position. Up 6 spots from where he began the night. Running a great looking Veterans Day pillar scheme there. Red, white, and blue with American flag. Good looking scheme. Got the closer, John Schulbachler. Run the 1-800 Marines paint scheme tonight in that 12 machine in the 16th position. Closely followed by Dave Mayberry in 29th. Excuse me, the 29 in 17th. Got Aaron Warren right here in the 22, running 18th. And this battle here between Mike Everett, Scott Milner. Looks like Mike's going to get through there. Scott Milner running 20th. Mike's running 19th. That 3 machine is a lap down car. George Rencon's running 21st. Chris Warren's running in 22nd. Russ Kilgore, that 2 machine, he's running in 23rd. John McDonald, 24th position right there. 23 machine. You got Tom Barish running in 25th position. Kyle Vaught running in 26th. It's Greg Dobson, 27th position. Greg's actually running a tribute to first responders. He threw into the chat earlier. It said he's running a local constable who was killed in the line of duty after being pinned under his car in a rollover, a traffic accident. So we also salute our first responders here, and we appreciate you running that paint scheme there, Greg, in honor of that fallen police officer. And Austin Paul, the number 3 machine, running 28th. Deion Jones running a patriotic American flag scheme there. He's running 29th. Chandler Paul, saluting the veterans as well. He's running 30th. Trevor Robertson had some issues early in the race. He's running 31st right now. But then you have John Gallagher, who's on pit lane. He's running the 32nd position, and Andy Player and Jonathan Osborne are out of the race. Says we are 82 laps complete. Nothing's changed at the front. You got Tim Pope first. Craig Goodenough is in 2nd position. And Mike Adamson's right there beside him. These guys are duking it out for 2nd. Looks like it's going to be a race for 2nd at this point, as Tim is out to nearly a 1 second advantage over these guys entering turns 1 and 2. Yeah, Craig actually has 1 lap fresher. Let me take a look. Is it 1 lap fresher? No, he has the same tires as Tim. But they both had 2 laps on Mike Adamson, so that's why Mike wasn't able to hold him off. So this is the penultimate lap. Coming right here, we should be taking the white flag. Tim Pope will once he comes off the backstretch on the 3 and 4. And here he comes now with a 1.2 second advantage as he starts the last lap.
Good win, Tim. Good run, Greg.
Hey, Kelly, thank you. You could have taken me out 100 times.
Actually, he just crossed for the finish. So Tim Pope is your winner.
Yeah, no worries. It's all good.
Pretty good enough. It's going to be second. Mike Adamson will be third.
Way to go, Tim. Thank you, sir. What's your top three? Tim.
See if we can get him doing some burnouts here before we get him up here for his interview. We're going to interview Tim Pope, Craig Goodenough, and Mike Adamson. Like he might be doing an Alan Kulwicki lap. I'm going to run it backwards. All right, folks, if you're out there and you like what you've seen, tonight was a little bit rough. We didn't have the overlays. We had some problems that could not get that resolved. But if you support these drivers, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the racing action. And don't go anywhere, because we are going to be right back, interview your top drivers. All right, folks, hey, we're back. We're going to have this opportunity to interview the number 88 machine. It's like he is really flying around here. We'll pull him in the booth right now. Mike Adamson. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike, it's Alan in booth. You got me, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, hell of a run tonight. Coming in third. How'd you feel about it tonight?
Oh, it was a great run. Very great run. Smooth pit stops. The truck was handled. I could put it wherever I needed to. You really had to drive it at the end of the run. It was really, really loose at the end of the run. You were literally turning right to go left.
Yeah, I kind of saw that there. You were at a 2-lap deficit to the two guys, first and second there. I know why you did it. You were looking for a way to get up there and maybe overtake Pope, who was pulling away from you, and Craig Goodenough at one point. But it just didn't quite work out. Tires are so important here. Did you feel that way?
Oh, absolutely. 100%. I mean, I felt like I had something for him, but like I said, you're right. I did try to, early pit stop it to see if I could get up there and get a leapfrog him a little bit, but tires were definitely an issue at the end of the run.
Yeah, you guys were running great there for a long time. You couldn't get away from each other, just kind of doing a lazy Susan around the top three and pulling away from the field at the same time. So incredibly fast laps for all three of you guys. It came down, I think, to come strategy, when to come into pits, when not to come into pits.
Yeah, I was working with Greg, and at the end, middle way through the race, when Tim got out on us a little bit, I really didn't want to race Greg a whole lot, so I figured I'd just tuck in behind him and see if we couldn't make two trucks go faster than that one.
Yeah, you definitely, you were right there even after he passed you, the drafts being significant here. But man, hell of a run, great run. But before I let you go, do you have any shout outs for teams, fans, or family?
Absolutely. Thank all the veterans out there. You know, for y'all doing what you do, we make it what we get to do. Thank my wife, my friends all at the shop where I work. Thank my team, Phoenix, Greg, Andrew, Dion, you and Lori. As always, y'all put on a phenomenal league. You and the broadcast. And one other special shout out to a friend of mine that believed in me the whole time. He knew I'd get back on a podium eventually. Albert Anderson.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. Hey, looking forward to next week. How do you think you're going to fare?
Well, we'll bring our A game and see what happens. I'm not even sure. I didn't even look at the schedule. Where are we at next week?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So next week we're going to be at Richmond. I know you love Richmond, don't you?
Yeah, I have some PTSD problems at Richmond, but you know, we won't talk about that on the air, but yeah, it's all good. Hey, no, I love Richmond.
Yeah, you're super fast there, man. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do on track. Go up there and get to the top step of that podium. But thank you for talking to us, man. We'll see you next week.
Absolutely. And thank you again, Alan, especially for your service, brother.
No, I appreciate it, man. Take care.
Yes, sir.
All right, folks, that's the 88 machine coming in third position here tonight. We're going to move up the next step on the podium to the 89 of Mr. Craig Goodenough. Hey, Craig, it's out in the booth, but you got me.
Yeah, we got you loud and clear, man.
Hey, man, what a run by you guys tonight. I mean, could not, the three of you, the 89, the 88, and the 7 machine, just for the longest time, you guys couldn't get away from each other.
No, it was good. It was a lot of fun to be able to run with those three, just kind of tight and just kind of clicking off laps. I think the biggest difference was efficiency on pit road. I think Pope, I mean, he's lightning good at those things. It's in, out, 4 tires, fuel, and out he goes.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And then the two of you guys staying out a couple of laps extra, really put the 88 at a deficit. To even just 2 laps of a deficit makes a huge difference at a track like this. Is that how you feel from inside the truck?
Yeah, for sure. It's a flat out racetrack for the most part, but you got to be kind of easy on it a little bit too. But you can run flat out, so you got to be disciplined to not do that, because then it really starts to slide coming out of 3 and 4, and a little bit out of 2. So you got to be disciplined to not constantly run wide open.
Well, hey, man, I got you on camera right now, and I'm going to take a look. I was looking at your heart rate monitor earlier. Yeah, you still didn't get above a 92. So you were cool as the other side of the pillow all night. I know I saw, where were we at? You were over 130 beats per minute at one point in that race. This place seemed like it was just a Sunday drive for you, man.
Yeah, it was pretty chill being able to just kind of settle in with Pope and Amson there and just kind of click some laps off. I thought it was going to be a heart pounding one there for a minute, because I mean, you've seen Monday night, we get in those packs where we can't get away from each other, and it gets pretty dicey. Trucks sliding all over the place, slide jobs left and right. So I was kind of surprised that we kind of single filed out and then started going after that first incident.
Yeah, everybody's concerned about not having no fast repairs, so there's no mulligans in this series. And after that first incident, it just went green. Everybody, once you got spread out, it was just about strategy and timing, man. But great job coming home second here tonight. I thought you were going to have something for Pope there. He just had a slight edge, it sounds like, on pit lane, able to get out in front of you a little bit, and you guys run very similar lap times from there. But before I let you go, man, and we move on to Richmond, you can tell me what you feel about that, but also give me some shout outs for teams, fans, or family.
We got the new Team Apex performance. Our little leader of Orangutan took some time off. We can't wait to get him back in the sim and get running that. But me and Andy decided to kind of keep the monkey kind of theme, and we went with Apex Performance. We're gonna run that. So we got Dave Mayberry on there, new one, and we got Andy Player. always helping us out. I'm real sad that he got caught up in that first incident, because he was gonna be a good one to run with that long run going and being able to strategize. But he stayed in and helped, so I appreciate that. And then everybody out there in YouTube land that's watching, appreciate everybody out there that's watching, putting in support, throwing those 89s in the chat and getting us a bunch of views, getting some of that algorithm going. And then of course you and Lori for putting this on and putting all the extra time into the broadcast and everything. I appreciate it.
No, yeah, man, for sure. I appreciate you guys making us look good out there running these hard races. We keep the data coming too. I love the foot cam. There's not a lot of action here at Michigan for the foot cam, but still love it. And the heart rate monitor. I didn't get to you as much as I wanted to tonight. I had some glitches with the overlays. You'll see in the broadcast. So maybe you will believe this, but we had all the overlays up and running. We start the race. We started at the top of the hour. And guess what ran out 1 year ago today? My overlays. I'm sitting there trying to re-up the subscription while you guys were doing the pace laps and everything else. And even after I was able to get it renewed right there, it wouldn't never come up on the broadcast because there's a sequence to this stuff. So, but keep all that data coming, man. It's great. I appreciate the fact that you're giving me that extra insight to how you're feeling behind the wheel, and the heart rate monitor is going to be interesting at some tracks like I can imagine Martinsville and Bristol and some things like that. But how you feeling about Richmond?
Richmond, I really like Richmond. It's a rhythm track that I thoroughly enjoy. So it should be a good night at Richmond. I was super excited to see that on the schedule. So I'm really looking forward to going there.
Well, hey, man, again, thanks. And we look forward to seeing you maybe on the top step of the podium next week at Richmond.
Yeah, one more up. Just one more.
All right, buddy.
We'll see you then. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Good night.
See ya.
All right, folks, we are back. And we're going to talk to our winner tonight, Mr. Tim Pope in the 7 machine. Making it look easy here tonight. They're always talkative and conversational, Tim Pope. Hey, Tim, it's down in the booth. You got me, buddy.
Yep.
Hey, man, so took that 7 machine to victory lane tonight. You started on the pole. Never really gave up that lead. I know you had Craig and Mike Adamson, Craig Goodenough, Mike Adamson there in close tow for a long time, but then you were able to separate yourself during pit cycles and just take it home to a victory tonight. How was it from behind the wheel?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty good on off pit road for some reason tonight. And then when their tires were off, I was a little bit better. I love the way a truck drives here off the right rear, right on the edge. I love a truck that drives like that, a little bit loose.
Yeah, me too. I like managing the turn, the rotation of the truck rather than plowing into a corner. That sounds like what you're saying too, because then it kind of comes down to you a little bit more, right? How you manage that. So, but man, you really masterfully, as always, and we've ran a lot of laps here in Michigan over the years, especially early on in this series. But you're one of the masters at it and really managing your equipment. And it paid off for you tonight, man. When did you think you had it in the bag? Did you ever think you had it in the bag tonight?
About 10 or so ago, when they hit it early and I got out in front of them, I figured they wouldn't be able to pass me. They might be able to stay with me, but I didn't figure they wouldn't be able to get up under me and pass me. They're like a couple laps over the tires there.
Yeah, for sure. Especially Adamson, he was 2-lap deficit, and that's huge in a place like this. He did have Craig Goodenough on equal tires with you, but just wasn't able to catch you. So, man, incredible run. But before I let you go, do you have any shout-outs for teams, fans, or family?
Yeah, I'm going to dedicate this on Ricky Wittenberg, our team leader there. He's come down with a little bit of illness the last couple of days. This one's for him. Everybody else on ADY, you guys for the broadcast, and putting this league on.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. And we're going off to Richmond next. You're always fast there. Look forward to seeing what you can do, man.
I'll probably sit that one out. I'm only going to run about 5 or 6 races this year. Take it kind of easy. Get charged up for the next season.
Oh yeah, for sure. Looking forward to that spring, getting back on the NASCAR schedule. Well, I can understand that, man. Enjoy the holidays a little bit. Take a little bit of time off. Anytime you can make it, though, we appreciate you being here. One of the OGs of this series, and we really enjoy watching you. So until we see you next time, man, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, that is tonight's champion, Mr. Tim Pope in the 7 machine. And I'm not going to be able to put it up on the screen, but I'm going to read off tonight's finishing order. So you got Tim Pope in first, Craig Goodenough second, Mike Adamson is in third, Jacob Alicia came home fourth, Dylan Bryant fifth, Andrew Cawthon sixth, Chris Gomes 7th, Jack Dixon 8th, John McAdam 9th, Kelly Kill brought it home 10th, Scott Roney 11th, Jesse Redding in 12th, Greg Klein in 13th, John Schoenbachler in 14th, Stoney Benfield 15th, Aaron Warren 16th, 17th was David Mayberry, George Rincon 18th, 19th Michael Everidge, 20th Scott Milner, Albert Anderson 21st, Chris Warren 22nd, Russ Kilgore 23rd, 24th was Sean McDonald, 25th Tom Barish, Kyle Vaught was 26th, Greg Dobson 27th, Austin Paul 28th, Dion Jones 29th, Chandler Paul 30th, Trevor Robertson 31st, John Gallagher 32nd, 33rd Andy Player, and last position 34th Jonathan Osborne. Just having some bad luck here at the beginning. So hey folks, welcome to season 13. It was a great race tonight, very clean, and we can expect to see, I mean, honestly, Richmond is one of the cleaner tracks for this series. Hopefully we'll probably have a little more action, I'm sure, a little more bumping in the turns and everything, but probably should be a really great race. Make sure you tune in next Wednesday. It's going to be 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when we go live on the track. But with that, folks, that wraps it up for tonight. As always, I want to thank my beautiful and talented wife, Lori, for everything she does for me, this league, these drivers, and for season 13. What a great start we have here so far. But until next time, make sure you stay fast, stay sharp, stay vigilante, and we will see you in Richmond. Good night.
This ain't your mama's racing stream.